I think we're about 30 minutes out. It was quite a ways out there, but it's actually a pretty rad drive. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not a whole lot to look at, but straight 80 miles an hour, so you know, we just get to fly out there, so nothing too crazy. Stopped by Ace Hardware. I found a couple of fittings that I'm gonna try and make work. We'll see, you know, what we can, you know, make do. I do have another idea because I have a sneaking suspicion his key and the fitting that we need are locked in his trunk. So we might break into his trunk and see if the fitting is in there. But if the fittings that I got from Ace Hardware work, I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna take the column apart, get the car back to my house, then we'll get into the trunk, and you know, if the key is back there, we'll be in good shape. But I don't know, I've never recorded a drive, so maybe we'll try and prop you guys up or something for a time lapse. We'll just take some video of the drive there, but let's get to it. So this is his fuel rail. Took it with me so we could figure out what size that was. I did get a little setup made up. I'm just gonna use a bunch of Teflon tape and hopefully that will seal for the time being. But let's see what we got going on here. Carbon fiber hood looks to be in decent shape too. Alright, here we are. So fully built H22, rods, pistons, head package, ignition system, intake manifold, throttle body, exhaust. So, you know, the works. We're gonna get his fuel rail back on, and we're gonna see right now if this fitting fits right here in the FPR. Oh boy. Yeah guys, money. So we're gonna start putting this stuff back together, and then once we get the fuel system figured out, I'm going to try and get into the trunk so we can see if the key's in there, because if we can find the key, then we won't have to pull apart the steering column and disassemble the steering lock and all that good stuff, because as you can see, she is locked and that is no bueno. So let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Double J's Garage. So in today's video, we have my buddy Corey's H22 swap Del Sol. It is a fully built H22 Euro R motor. It also has the matching transmission. So basically, he started his own business and he needs a truck. So he asked me if I would pick the car up, clean the car up, and get it sold for him. He told me he wanted a certain amount of dollars, so I'm gonna get him that certain amount of dollars, and so I guess we're gonna be doing another little resto mod project. But the 2006 Civic Si is gone. Lady came and picked it up last night. Older lady too, a grandmother, straight up grandmother. I thought that was pretty cool. Make like a small video, just, you know, as a goodbye to the Civic Si, but she is gone out of our lives, and now we have got H22 Del Sol problems. The car really doesn't have too many problems, if I'm being honest. I got some oil for the car. I got some detailing products. So we're gonna go ahead and detail the heck out of this car, clean it up, because I'll show you guys real quick. This car is dirty inside. So Corey lives in the country down a dirt road. So as you can see, there is quite a bit of dirt in here, dust, you know, it flies up everywhere and whatnot. So we're gonna do a good detail. We're gonna get these seats nice and clean. I've already started on that one. Gonna run through all the plastics and everything like that. Just get everything looking nice and clean and shiny. And you know, from there, then we'll start focusing on some of the mechanical issues. Car was not running when I got it. We replaced the distributor. It now runs perfectly fine. She pulls hard again. I'm gonna change the oil just because he was having an issue running lean. So just in case the oil is saturated with fuel, we are gonna replace the oil, and then we're gonna do a few other little things to clean it up. So I hope you guys are excited for this little project. I know I am. I'm gonna try and do a better car review on this one. I'm gonna film everything in a single day after we get it all cleaned up and before it gets posted up for sale, so we can actually have that to post on the channel. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into this thing. I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse and we're gonna start detailing this interior. Alright, so after a couple hours of detailing this car, she's finally done, and I must say, it looks a lot different. It looks so good. I'm really surprised on how good this interior turned out. Before I show you guys the interior, we're gonna walk over and check out the seats really quick. So here are his seats. Man, that passenger seat is in perfect condition. Driver's seat, as normal, has a little bit of wear and tear, nothing too crazy. But these guys have been shampooed completely. I vacuumed out as much of the water as I could, letting them dry for a little bit, and then here shortly we'll come and start vacuuming them some more and getting some more of that water out. Just drying them out as much as we can. But guys, look at this interior. Man, it cleaned up so nice compared to what it was. It is all complete. Keys work, all the little compartments work, which is super rad because you don't see that normally with these Del Sols. Everything's usually, you know, gone. Cigarette lighter is even still there. Wow. Actually, I don't want that to work right now though. But even the cigarette lighter is still there. All those little compartments are there. We still have to clean out the two back cubbies, but I'm not too worried about that. But even, you know, the little CD player cover, this thing is like a little miniature S2000. It's rad. But now that we have got it fully detailed, we're gonna let the seats dry. I gotta charge the battery properly on it, and I think I have someone interested at the asking price, so I might not have to work on this car at all, you know, other than this little detail. We detailed the interior of the car. It came out phenomenally. Like, I'm super stoked with the outcome of the interior. It really needed a really good deep cleaning. But now we're going to focus on some of the exterior. So I want to take this red off of the carbon fiber hood. It's a pretty carbon fiber hood that's in good condition. So we're gonna sand this red off, and then we're gonna re-clear the entire thing with some 2K clear. And then once we're finished with that, we're gonna go ahead and take off his front bumper, and then we're gonna put the front bumper in primer. We're gonna give it a nice wet sand, make sure it's nice and smooth. And then we're gonna also shoot the bumper in R81. So we're gonna do paint match bumper, then we'll clear it, make it nice and pretty. We're gonna re-clear the hood so it's all one color, which will be carbon fiber. Super stoked on that. And then from there, I think we're just gonna take like a buffer to the rest of the car, because if you walk around the car, you'll notice that it's got some severe clear peel. So the clear is peeling there, the clear is peeling there, the clear peeled off on the back trunk, and it's peeling all down the side of the car. So safe to say that the clear coat on this car is gone, but we're gonna try and buff as much of that flakiness off as we can. If the paint comes back a little bit, cool. If not, the car definitely needs paint, but we're just trying to make it all one color. So that's what we're gonna get into for this portion of the video. This is, I guess part 2 of Corey's Resto Mod Del Sol, but let's get into it, guys. Just my luck, guys. So I was sanding on the hood, getting everything nice and ready. We were getting a bunch of that R81 paint off, and then the lights went out. We have a severe thunderstorm going on here in Oklahoma. If you've ever been to Oklahoma, you know that our thunderstorms are no joke here. So power is currently out, meaning I cannot use my orbital sander or my little electric sander. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but can't use my electric sander. So we're kind of at a halt. So I'm gonna use this time to actually go to O'Reilly's and pick up some more stuff that I need while the power's out. Hopefully when I get back, it'll be back on, but who knows. So we are back in the garage. Power is still out, as you guys can see. With the power being out, I wasn't even able to buy sandpaper from O'Reilly's. So I think what we're gonna do while we are waiting for the power to be restored is pull off this front bumper. We're gonna try and get it into primer and basically get it prepped to paint. I really don't need power to do that type of stuff, so we can still do some work. It would just be nice to have some light, but we'll make something work. All right, guys, so currently got the bumper in primer. It is drying. As you can see, there's some like weird stuff on it. I'm not sure if that's like fuzz or dust or like hair. That's a spider. But basically, I'm gonna go ahead and let this bumper dry, probably a day or so, maybe a little longer. Oh, we got some messed up primer there. But I'm gonna go ahead and let the bumper dry, and then we're gonna go ahead and sand it down. We'll basically just sand it smooth, and then we'll do a little bit of wet sanding just to really give it a nice smooth finish. And then once we're finished with that, we will take some of this R81 that we have mixed up in an aerosol can, and we're gonna shoot it. Currently, the power is still out. I am waiting for the power company to get the lights back on. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. I've got this little light that I've been using just to kind of check and make sure that I've got good coverage, but I'm gonna touch up that one little spot right there. And then we're gonna let this bumper dry, and hopefully we'll be able to get it into color before this weekend. So all right, boys, the bumper is all sanded down and it is ready for its first coat of paint. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set you guys back up on the camera and we're gonna get the first coat of paint applied.
To be true, and when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move, you make me move.
All right, guys, it is the next morning and I just took off the masking tape for the grill, and I must say that this bumper looks really good. Nice and flossy, really glossy. You can see my reflection in it. Super happy with the way that it turned out. I think that whoever buys this car is gonna be super stoked with it. Honestly, the rest of the car is gonna need some work now because this bumper is gonna be way too fresh for it. But it would take me at least a full can to paint this, 2 cans to paint that, 2 cans to paint the rear bumper. So you're looking at, 60, 120, 150. So $150 in just paint alone to touch up the rest of the car. And then, times that by 2 because you got clear coat as well. But so far, the restoration project is coming along really well. I'm super happy with this progress right here. Obviously, I already mentioned that we detailed the hell out of the car on the interior and it also looks really good. So when I get home from work, we are gonna keep going. I need to swing by and grab some sandpaper for the top of the hood right here. And then after we're finished with that, we'll go ahead and clear the hood. I've got another can of 2K clear sitting over there. So that's gonna be the project for later today. We're gonna get the rest of that red paint off of the hood. Now that the power is back on, we should have no issues using my power sander. And then we'll re-clear that hood, and I think that's all we're gonna do as far as like paint and body work goes. looks pretty gnarly right now, but we got all of the paint removed off the top of this carbon fiber hood, and I have wet sanded it with 800 grit all the way through. Alyssa actually ended up coming home and needing my help. I had to make a phone call for her, so I had to stop filming, but I got all of this wet sanded. It looks really good when it's wet. It looks nice and clear. So now what we're gonna do is completely dry the hood off, clean the hood off, make sure that there's no contaminants or anything on it, and then we're gonna lay down a fresh coat of clear coat on it, which should make it shine. So I'm super excited to get this done. I'm really excited to see how this looks once we're finished. So again, I'm gonna put you guys back up on the stand and we're gonna get this done.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move.
Oh man, guys, I was not lying when I said that the front bumper was going to be too clean for the rest of the car. Oh yeah, carbon fiber hood came out awesome, looks great. Front bumper, same deal, looks awesome, came out great. Definitely doesn't match, but I already knew that it wasn't going to. The rest of the car definitely needs a paint job, but it is one color now, which is super cool. So super thankful for that. But interior of the car, we'll do another quick little clean. I think that's just about all we're going to do.